Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we had a debate of the AU Unity Commission about an individual who will be elected next year to be the AU chair. And on that debate, Kenya had a candidate by the name Raila Amolo Odinga. Also, Djibouti had a candidate of Muhammad Ali, and also we had Madagascar candidate Richard. And on that debate, these three candidates were asked various questions about how Africa should be taken forward for it to prosper. And from online, you can note that two individuals who did well were the Djibouti candidate and the Kenyan candidate Raila Amolo Odinga. And there were various questions which were asked to these individuals at that debate. And among the questions which were actually asked is how they can make Africa to use its resource effectively, because Africa is known to be the richest in terms of resources, but the poorest continent when it comes to the standards of living. And that's why sometimes people say that Africa is a sleeping giant. So that question was actually poked to Raila Amolo Odinga, to Richard, the guy from Madagascar, and Muhammad Ali, the guy from Djibouti. And it was actually answered very well by actually the Djibouti candidate and Raila Amolo Odinga. And it also seems that the Madagascar guy also answered actually very well. But it seems that the two people who will call the day, or who call it the day, is actually the Djibouti candidate and the Kenyan candidate Raila Amolo Odinga. And that debate is very important in the Kenyan politics, because for Raila Amolo Odinga, actually he must be capable to win, not to shine on the debate alone, because I think that debate is not going to help either Raila Amolo Odinga or the Djibouti guy much, because what could help these two guys has already been done. And actually, even the people who are going to vote for those individuals, probably they never focused to feel that televised mjadala or debate, because they have already decided which guy will be taking over from Musa Faki, the Jad guy. So for Raila Amolo Odinga, many people in the Republic of Kenya are saying that Raila Amolo Odinga must win to be the chair of AU, or else this will backfire badly for him in the Kenyan political arena. And that is actually what I want to focus about today. how Raila Amolo Odinga must make sure that he wins, or else he will face it so hard when he will be back to Kenyan politics if he fails to secure the chairmanship of the AU Commission. But before we dive in and try to dissect all that, I welcome you to Siboga TV and I request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, please request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always make sure to smash the bell button, because by doing that, you give YouTube a leeway to notify you whenever we upload any political content into YouTube. And for those ones who have subscribed to this YouTube channel, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly, because you always inspire us to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. Now, let us go back and try to dissect the impact of Raila Amolo Odinga failing to capture the AU chair. So Raila Amolo Odinga, as I have said, he must be able to do all he can to win for that chair. Because if he cannot win, then his political ambition, his political career is going to come to an end in a very bad state. And that will make him to lose politically. And it's also going to impact, probably negatively or positively, on President William Samoei Arap Ruto. But let us see this scenario where Raila has failed from the AU and then he comes to the Kenyan politics. What do you think will happen? The first thing will happen. ODM is likely to split into two groups, because there will be one group which has always been telling Raila Amolo Odinga not to fight for the AU chair, but to remain active in the Kenyan politics. But Raila Amolo Odinga chose to go for the AU. That group is quite annoyed with Raila Amolo Odinga going for the AU and supporting William Samoei Arap Ruto. So that group has made themselves to be ready to take over from Raila Amolo Odinga. And therefore, if Raila Amolo Odinga will come back, that group will tell Raila Amolo Odinga that it is time for you to pack and go. You have failed to get the seat of presidency. You have also failed to get the seat of the AU chairmanship or chairpersonship. And that means you are a failure. It is time for you to pack and go home. So Raila Amolo Odinga, by that, he will go home as a failure in the political arena at the end. So that kind of exit is not good for Raila Amolo Odinga. There is also this group which also want to ride on Raila Amolo Odinga. That group will insist for Raila Amolo Odinga to actually run for presidency, let come 2027. And they will do all they can to convince Raila Amolo Odinga, because for them is to ride on Raila Amolo Odinga, for them to get their political seat. But Raila Amolo Odinga will not get much if he runs for 2027 presidential election. So that thing will happen. There is likely to have a split in ODM. So that's one of the political impact of the failure of Raila Amolo Odinga to secure the AU chair. Another impact is about the personal political future of Raila Amolo Odinga as a person. If Raila cannot actually be able to take that seat, then politically is going to lose a lot, because many people will perceive Raila Amolo Odinga that you are a failure. And because of that, they will not vote for Raila Amolo Odinga. Secondly, there are people who believe that by Raila supporting William Samoei Ruto, he did a great sin. And those people will not be kind to Raila Amolo Odinga at this time. And more so, the Gen Z group, they will not vote for Raila Amolo Odinga late come 2027 if at all he fails at the AU and he comes back. So, the political career of Raila Amolo Odinga will actually fail. And that means Raila Amolo Odinga will be shattered. So that's another impact which will happen to Raila Amolo Odinga if he fails to secure the AU chair. But if Raila Amolo Odinga will secure the AU chair, then that will be a very smart exit strategy from the Kenyan politics, because Raila Amolo Odinga will have climbed the ladder and he will retire to his home. Actually, after he finishes a term of 4 years at the AU, and that will actually leave the name of the legacy of Raila Amolo Odinga quite high. And at the same time, if Raila Amolo Odinga was actually going to gain or is going to capture that seat, then it's also going to work very well for William Samoei Ruto, because now Raila will convince his people to vote for William Samoei Arap Ruto. Let come 2027. He will tell his people that it is William Samoei Ruto who helped me to be the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya. And now it is William Samoei Arap Ruto who has actually helped me to win for the AU chairmanship. So it will be so good for William Samoei Ruto, because William Samoei Ruto now can inherit the following of Raila Amolo Odinga. And that will work very smart for William Samoei Ruto, because as you know, currently, William Samoei Ruto has lost Mount Kenya, which voted overwhelmingly to him during the 2022 presidential election. And it's actually a vote-rich region. So if William Samoei Ruto could lose the mountain and he could lose the votes, which has actually the people who have actually been voting for Raila Amolo Odinga, then that means it's likely that William Samoei Arap Ruto might be one-term president. So that's another scenario or another political impact that will come by Raila Amolo Odinga not snatching the AU chair. I really don't know what's your take about Raila Amolo Odinga not snatching the AU chair or snatching the AU chair. What will be the political impact of those two scenario. For me, as I have said, the safest landing for Raila Amolo Odinga, the safest landing for William Samoei Arap Ruto is for Raila Amolo Odinga to capture the AU chair, because it will be beneficial politically for both Raila Amolo Odinga and President William Samoei Arap Ruto. Please drop your comment in the comment section below about how do you see this going to shape the politics of Kenya and what will be its impact. And please, if this is your first time to bump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe, as I have said, always remember to smash the bell button, because by doing that, you give YouTube a leeway so that it can notify you whenever we upload any political content into YouTube. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to this YouTube channel, I will never leave to tell you thank you. I will never forget to thank you, because you are behind our inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And with that, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political